Hello students, this is the third part of video for chapter number 5 from history. Our new topic is a mutiny becomes a popular rebellion. Though struggles between rulers and the ruled are not unusual, sometimes such struggles become quite widespread as a popular resistance so that the power of the state breaks down. A very large number of people begin to believe that they have a common enemy and rise up against the enemy at the same time. For such a situation to develop, people have to organize, communicate, take initiative and display the confidence to turn the situation around. So the struggles between two different rulers, that was not unusual, because many a time you have read in history that two rulers are having conflict with each other to show their power and as well as strength, and even to seize or conquer the next kingdom and even to extend their kingdom. So this was not unusual between the fight between the two rulers, but this time where they were having large number of people were having a common enemy, and even they all together rise up against their enemy at same time. So for such situation to develop, people, they have to be organized, they have to be communicated well, and even some initiative steps that has to be taken properly. What would be the display, what were the show, what they are going to show, and the confidence means what kind of confidence they are going to show them to turn the situation around. Such situation developed in northern part of India in which year? In 1857. After 100 years of conquest and administration, the English East India Company faced a massive rebellion that started in May 1857 and threatened the company's very presence in India. So this was the rebellion that was being started in the northern parts of India in 1857. So East India Company has administered on and as well as conquest on India for 100 of years, and they faced a very first massive rebellion that was started in 1857. Sepoys mutinied in several places beginning from Meerut, and a large number of people from different sections of society rose up in rebellion. So this rebellion was started from where? This beginning was being, or it was being started from Meerut, and here the Sepoys mutinied. They got all together, they started disobeying their officers in the army. Some regard it as the biggest armed resistance to colonialism and in the 19th century anywhere in the world. So even because EIC used to rule in the many places as well as in India also, but this rebellion was considered as the biggest one of 19th century, because nowhere in the world this kind of rebellion was being emerged. The next topic is from Meerut to Delhi. You can see the figure 4, the battle in the cavalry lines, left hand side. On the evening of 3rd July 1857, over 3,000 rebels came from Bareilly, crossed the river Jamuna, entered Delhi and attacked the British cavalry post. The battle continued all through the night. So it was not only the day, they were fighting all the whole night. Here you can see the pictures. Our next topic is from Meerut to Delhi. As the rebellion was being started, the Sepoy rebellion was being started from the Meerut. So on 29th March 1857, a young soldier Mangal Pandey was hanged to death for attacking his officers in Barakpur. Some days later, some sepoys of the regiment at Meerut refused to do the army drill using the new cartridges, which were suspected of being coated with the fat of cows and pig. 85 sepoys were dismissed from services and sentenced to 10 years in jail for disobeying their officers. This happened on 9th May 1857. So here 29th March 1857, one of the young soldier, that his name was Mangal Pandey. You have already heard about him a lot, and he was hanged to death for attacking the British officers in Barakpur. So few days later, some of the sepoys of regiment in the Meerut, they refused that they will not follow the drill using the new cartridges. Why? Because they were suspected that these cartridges were greased by the fat of pig and cow. So they were not going to use this kind of cartridges and not going to use the new rifles also. So as they disobeyed to use the rifle and the cartridges, 85 sepoys were dismissed from their job or services, and they were punished. What was the punishment? They were sent to jail for 10 years as they have disobeyed the officer. So when does this happen? This happened on 9th May 1857. The response of the other Indian soldier in the Meerut was quite extraordinary. On 10th May, the soldier marched to the jail in Meerut and released the imprisoned sepoy. They attacked and killed British officers. They captured guns and ammunition and set fire to the buildings and properties of the British and declared war on the Firangis. The soldiers were determined to bring an end to their rule in country, but who would rule the land instead? The soldier had an answer to this question: the Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar. So as the 85 sepoys were being dismissed and they were put into the jail, the other Indian soldiers in the Meerut, they responded in quite extraordinary way. Now what they have done, how they have reacted? On 10th May, that was the very next day after the 85 sepoys got arrested and put into the jail, on 10th May, the soldiers marched to the jail of Meerut where the sepoys were being imprisoned. They released them, they imprisoned the sepoys and attacked the British officers, and also they killed the British officers. Later on, they captured guns and the ammunition which were being kept in the station. The building was set on fires and they started damaging the properties of Britishers. So by this is the way how they have declared war on the Firangis. Firangis here, it means the foreigners who came from the other place. So this is a term that they are disrespecting the people who came outside of the from outside, you can say, from out of India. The soldiers were determined. They have taken already the firm decision to bring an end of their ruling period. They don't want to be ruled by now this East India Company or the Britishers. Now if they are not going to rule, they are not going to look out our country, then who would be the next ruler? And for this also they were having the answers, and the answer was the Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar. So after the Aurangzeb, the next rulers who came and who was capable to look after, so the name was Bahadur Shah Zafar. The sepoy of Meerut rode all night of 10th May to reach Delhi. In early hours, next morning, as news of their arrival spread, the regiment stationed in Delhi also rose up in rebellion. Again, British officers were killed, arms and ammunition seized, buildings set on fire. Triumphant soldiers gathered around the walls of Red Fort, where the Badshah lived, demanding to meet him. The emperor was not quite willing to challenge the mighty British power, but the soldier persisted. They forced their way into the palace and proclaimed Bahadur Shah Zafar as their leader. So on the same day, that was the 10th May, they started riding to Meerut. They start their journey from Meerut to Delhi, and they reached Delhi in the early hours of morning. So already their arrival news was spread all over the regions, and as they were reaching up to the regiment of the Delhi station, there also they rebelled against the Britishers. They killed the British officers, looted the arms and ammunition, seized the building, and even they set the building on fire. Now where they gathered? They gathered nearby the walls of Red Fort, where the Badshah used to live, and started demanding to meet him. The emperor was not willing to challenge the British power, but the soldiers insisted him to become the ruler. So as they forced, the soldier forced in themselves into the palace, and though the Bahadur Shah Zafar has not willingly said yes, but the soldiers forced in the positive sense, and proclaimed the Bahadur Shah Zafar as their leader. They said they are along with the Bahadur Shah Zafar, and he was also not able to refuse, because the soldier power is now with whom? The Bahadur Shah Zafar. The aging emperor had to accept this demand. He wrote letters to all the chiefs and rulers of the country to come forward and organize a confederacy of Indian states to fight the British. This single step taken by Bahadur Shah had great implication. So what did the Bahadur Shah Zafar has done? As I said, the support of soldier, what he got. So he accepted the title of ruler or emperor, and he wrote letters to many of the chief and rulers of the country to come forward and to organize an Indian state and to fight against the Britishers. So this was the great step that was being taken by Bahadur Shah Zafar, and the Mughal dynasty had ruled over very large part of the country. Most smaller rulers, chieftains, controlled different territories on behalf of Mughal ruler. Threatened by the expansion of British rule, many of them felt that if the Mughal emperor could rule again, they too would be able to rule their own territories once more under Mughal authority. So this also we have learnt in 7th standard, that how the Mughal emperor spread by external and internal frontier, how the Aurangzeb has conquered by military expedition the south portion and the northern portion, eastern portion and the western portion. So Mughals were having the vast extension of the kingdom. So many of the rulers and chieftains were ruling behalf of the Mughal rulers. They lost their power as the British was in the power, but when the Bahadur Shah Zafar became a ruler, they also felt that now once again they can get back their power, their regions, and they can rule again. So the small rulers and chieftain also started supporting the Bahadur Shah Zafar in the expectation of that they can rule again the region what was being taken by the Britishers. Now the British had not expected this to happen. They thought the disturbance caused by the issue of the cartridges would die down. Shah Zafar's decision to bless the rebellion changed the entire situation dramatically. Often when people see an alternative possibility, they feel inspired and enthused. It gives them the courage, hope and confidence to act. So what happened? The British were not expected, they were not having any kind of expectation that this would happen, this rebellion would move forward for this extension. They thought this disturbance what was being created because of the cartridges would pass off, but what they have thought was completely went vain. Bahadur Shah Zafar to support the sepoy or to support the rebellion has changed the entire situation. So because the Bahadur Shah Zafar become the leader, and as he has written letter to the many rulers and chieftains, so this inspired the sepoys that now they are going to get back their land back, and once again they are going to become free from the British rule. So all were enthusiastic, all were inspired, and they also got the courage, hope and confidence to act, as now they were having, the sepoys were having their own ruler. Till here we have learnt. Please go through the textbook once again to understand it better. The other topic we are going to learn in the next part of video, that is the rebellion spread. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you.